Do you feel like the justice system is fair?
No, no, I've never felt like the justice system was fair, and I don't think that there's a way forward under its current organization to be fair. There's so many ways to get around or loophole or get a lawyer to get you off of this, or there's a lot of things that make it inequitable. Like there's inequitability. So it needs to become more equitable before it could even begin to be think and judged as fair. But no, not at all.
All right. Have you had any problem with the law? If so, have you felt targeted?
I've been able to, in my 38 years, avoid any major problems with the law. Straight up, I think it has added to my level of health and success. Like I don't have stories of being beaten down or abused by cops. I try to stay out of those situations, though, seriously, with my actions, avoiding them, not going to certain places. But my parents taught me at a young age how to interact with officers who were either very kind or hostile or whatever. And I think that those lessons I took to heart because person of color in this country, you are a target. And so you got to know how to play that game and code switch and be respectful, etc. Defend yourself, know the law, you know what I'm saying? Know what they can do to you, know what they can't. It helps.
So when you're going down the street, is there any ever fear of police stopping you at like any time?
There's always, yeah. I mean, it's so funny. Like, I own my car, I pay for it, I know it's mine, I got insurance, but you see that cop, your heart rate automatically goes up a little bit, right? You just become more aware. Like, I got my seatbelt, okay, good. My music not too loud, good. Okay, I'm using my signal, good. You know, so but if you practice doing all those things, you become less of a target over time. So I feel like less nervous now because I'm following all the rules. So if I do get pulled over, I'm kind of like, wait a minute, bro, for what? You know, what was I doing? So less nowadays. When I was more of a teenager, man, the angst was high. Just walking, I was nervous, man, nervous.
So when you think of a thug, what is the first sight of the color of the person's skin, and how does that differ from what society shows?
When I think of a thug now, I could be anyone. I think we're all criminals. Some of us just get caught, straight up. But the stereotypical thug looks like me. That's what I saw growing up. When I saw images of black men on TV, they were robbing somebody or stealing or jumping hella high or doing something like that. But it was always in a sort of criminalized or a wrongdoing being shown. You know, then the Huxtables came along and it's like, oh, they're a black doctor, a black mother who's a lawyer. Like, whoa, very different family dynamic. So, but I do think of people who look like me as being these sort of thug characters. You know?